I'm going to show you how to write hyperpop arps, ones like this. These were written using 4 different methods, and I'm going to teach you them in this video. Method number 1 is writing 2 layers in the same direction. Something you should do before you start is figure out what key your song is in. If you don't know music theory, you can write using just the white notes, and it's going to be in the key of C. I picked out a chord progression that I want to use for this, and that's just the root notes of F, A, G, and E. Next thing we want to do is pick out a shape. You could go up, you could go down, you could do stairs, or you could do like a hill shape, which is what I'm going to do on this one. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a hill shape using just the white notes. I would suggest for this method, go like 2 or 3 octaves high. All right, let's hear what that sounds like. If you're using Ableton, you can use the up and down arrows to scroll through the different notes and hear them. That sounds good to me. What I'm going to do now is create the same shape based off of the different root notes. Let's hear how that sounds. If you're struggling with that first layer, one thing you can do is make sure that second note sounds good so you're getting off to a good start. Some good notes to start off with are 5 semitones up or 7 semitones up. Right here, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be a good note. 6, 7, that's going to be a good note as well. I call this the 2-layer method, which means we're going to need a second layer in here as well. So let's create a bottom layer. When I'm writing melodies this way, I like to copy the bass note. And from here, we're going to copy the same shape as the one above. The second note you choose is a really important one. I like to use a note that is 1 or 2 notes above in the same key. Remember, we're in the key of C, so we're just using the white notes. So I'll choose this one. This is what it sounds like. Now I'm going to fill in the rest of the bottom layer using a combination of my ear and just following the same shape of the top melody. I'm going to listen back now, and if anything doesn't sound good, I'm going to move it up or down by 1 note. One thing you can do to make this a little bit more fancy is add in some top notes. Method 2 that we're going to look at is using a bass note. For this one, we're also going to start out with the bass notes. I picked out a chord progression of A, G, E, F. What we're going to do now is decide on a rhythm for the bass. I think we're going to go with offbeat 8th notes. Half the notes are filled out, half the job's done. The next thing we're going to do is figure out what to start with. I think a good one to start with, like I said last time, is 5 or 7 semitones up. So we're going to start with 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now it's time to use your ear and follow the notes in the key. The bass notes are a starting point. Feel free to erase them if you want. I like how it sounds when there's empty space, so I'm going to skip this one. I'm liking how it's going. I'm going to copy the same bass pattern, and I think I'll copy this as well and move it down to where I want it. And there you have it. That's the bass note method. All the sounds I'm using in this video are part of my new sample pack, Cute and Stuff. I'll put on screen all the ones I used for this video if you want to copy it. The link's in the description if you want to check it out. Time for method number 3, which is wide octaves with a .8 rhythm. start, we're going to use the bass notes again. For this one, I chose C, D, F, E. Let's figure out that dot eighth rhythm. It looks like this. It's a note and then 2 spaces. Something that's fun to do is to carry the rhythm over it into the next bar. So go like this and then maybe restart the rhythm again. Now let's focus on the second note. I would choose something that's up 2 notes in the key, like this. Or something that's up 7 semitones. And if you do choose this one, maybe go up an octave. That's what I meant by wide octaves when I talked about this method. That sounds good to me. Let's pick out some other notes in the key. And remember, every time you switch to a new bass note, go up 2 notes in the key or up 7 semitones. So this time I'm going to go up 2 notes in the key. I think I'll put this up an octave. The fourth method that I came up for writing arps is the classic chord outline. For this one, we're starting with a chord. I'm going with C major 7, C, E, G, B. We're just going to go up and down the chord and stick to these notes the whole time. And I think I'll go up to the C again and then back down. To make sure it stays interesting, we're going to do something different the second time. Instead of the second note being this one, let's make it this one. I think that sounds good. Let's do it again. And another thing you could do is after 3 times, just change it up on the 4th time. So I think I'll do like a stair down. And then I could go up here, but I think I'll go down. And then the last thing you can do is change the root note to match the chord progression. Oh, how could I forget? The 5th method is to smash like and subscribe.